What is going on, fam? I hope you're having the best freaking day of your whole entire life. I'm gonna explain to you a scenario that came up when one of you guys, Mariah, asked me, why did my calories go over my mark, but I still have macros left? So what I actually did was go on Mariah's foods for the day and I added them all to my foods. So what you're seeing here is what all Mariah had today. Which, by the way, look at this protein amount, 138. That is a good amount right there. Okay, anywho. So why did her calories go over, but she still has macros left? Like, how does that make any sense? Like, because macros are what make up calories, right? There's a certain amount of calories in each macro. So how is this even possible? Well, it's the app's fault, more or less. Well, it's kind of your fault too. We'll get into that to the sec. So first of all, there's a way that we can fix this. And the same way that we can fix this is also the way that we can prevent this from happening again in the future. So every single time you add a food, whether it's from a label, from a barcode scanner, from a database, whatever, what I want you to do is go in and clear the calorie amount. So I'm gonna remember this 0.3 servings. So for later, go in and you're gonna clear the calorie amount and then leave the total fat, total carb, and total protein. The reason being is the app will calculate the calories based off of those amounts. And if you put a predetermined amount of calories in here, say I put 300, which is not correct, the app will use that number. So you need to make sure that is cleared. And then push update. I'm gonna bring it back to what you actually had before, 0.3 servings. So now what we're gonna do is just kind of tedious, but hey, that's all right. Because the cool thing is once you do this once, it lasts again for the next time you use this food, it makes it even more accurate. So what we're gonna do is go in and all these foods on this day and delete the calories, but keep the macros in there, and then the app will recalculate itself and make it correct, ideally. So we did this one, that was good. Let's just run through them all really quick. So egg, and we're gonna delete the calories, I think I know this one's already good, but now when you go through your foods and do this when it's already on your foods for the day, you have to remember the amount you had before, because it's going to go back to the baseline serving of one or whatever you put in like the baseline. So if it's like, if you had 2 slices of bread, it's going to go back to 1 slice of bread. If you had 213 grams of cottage cheese, it's going to go back to 1 gram. So you just have to remember what you had before you tinker with it. So 170 grams of Greek yogurt, remember that number. We're going to edit food, delete the calories. And again, you don't have to mess with anything in here. Don't mess with serving size. Don't mess with fat, carbs, and protein. Just delete the calories and then go back and push 170. Okay, that one's good. 20 grams of hot cocoa. Let's go. Kind of do this rapid fire. Because eventually we're going to find out which food is causing the problem. Shoot, I think this said 20. I actually have... I'm just going to cross-check that because I have a picture. For this reason, in case I did mess up, which, by the way, you can always take a picture to make sure you remember, too, because sometimes it's kind of hard to remember. So that was 20, 51 grams of strawberry. Let's edit that and delete this out. Update, 51. Okay, so look at that. It changed, right? Now it is 27 calories over. So that means that a food was even more incorrect than we thought. So it was either hot cocoa or strawberry. Now let's see this lasagna. 1 serving of lasagna, which I'm guessing was probably a recipe by her. So delete the calories, delete everything else. Delete. Update, 1 serving. Update. Oh, okay. So there it was, right there, right? This makes a lot more sense. Now she has 95 or almost 90 calories remaining, 89.5. And this, if you multiply, 4 times 11 grams of protein, 4 times 3.8 carb, and 9 times 2.3 fat, that'll probably equal roughly around 90 calories. So let's keep going anyway, just make sure nothing else is incorrect. But I think that was a big culprit. So delete that, update, and go back to my reference here. She had 49 grams potato, 49, 3 ounces of venison roast, and delete the calories. A little longer video, but hey, this is good because I know a lot of people run into these problems. 15 grams of curio mushroom. Again, I'm just pushing edit food in case you see me fly through this, but this is going to be at the end of the playlist, so you guys kind of have seen all the prior videos to know how to do this already. 15 grams of that, nothing changed so far. 1 serving of whey here. Okay, delete these calories, update 1 serving, nothing changed. And then almost done. Delete 15 grams of onions sauteed with cooking spray. And then protein shake, 1 bottle. So delete those calories and update 1 bottle update. So that changed a little bit too. So this was a little incorrect as well. And this was a perfect example right here of why it's good to go through, because little things add up. So this was just like 8 calories off, but if you have 10 foods that are all 6-8 calories off, that's where you can see it can make a big impact. Okay, so now this makes a lot more sense, right? So she has 81 calories remaining, 11.1 grams of protein, 3.8 grams of fat, or carb, and 2.3 grams of fat. Now if she goes and hits those macros, that number is going to go to 0, and it might not be perfect, but it's going to be a lot better than not making any sense at all like it did before. So that is what I would do if you're in a situation where your calories and macros just don't make any sense.